Think of Dingle town in County Kerry, and you might be picturing breathtaking scenery, green farmland and sandy beaches, pubs and tourism, ice cream and Fungi the dolphin. What you might not be picturing when you think of Dingle is a sustainable energy community and hub of activity and innovation focusing on smart agriculture, sustainable transport, rural regeneration and bioenergy. But like towns and cities across the country, if Dingle is to continue to thrive as a place renowned for its hospitality, its scenery and its farmland, then sustainability and climate change will need to be top of the agenda. Hello, I'm Meghann Scully and welcome to Re-Energise, the show that looks at sustainability in all its forms and what we can do to shape a clean energy future. Deirdre de Bhailís is the General Manager of the Dingle Hub. It's a non-profit community enterprise that connects people and organisations to develop cooperative approaches to the challenges of climate change and biodiversity loss. Like many people living in rural communities, an initial motivation for Deirdre was simply to be able to stay in her local community.
I'm from a generation here that was advised maybe there's nothing for you here in terms of career-wise. Go get educated and keep going. And when the role in the hub came up that I suppose offered maybe the opportunity to support people to work and live here and to build their careers from here, that was a very, very attractive role. So we began then by looking at what does a sustainable future look like for the peninsula from an economic perspective as well as an environmental perspective.
Dingle is in a beautiful part of Ireland, but as Deirdre points out, it is isolated, and this is something that can have its pros and its cons.
Because we live on the edge, or Erin Immel, you'd say, Oscailin, the people here naturally have to have an entrepreneurial spirit. So that term living lab sits very well with us. We like to trial things and explore new ways of doing things. So that is our great strength. The other asset of the place, I suppose, our two main sectors are agriculture and tourism. So it's exploring what does a sustainable future look like for them.
So to get a sense of the first of these, you need to look no further than Dinny Galvin, a dairy farmer who describes himself as an engineer at heart. He's been leading the way on sustainable agriculture since first getting involved with the ESB Network's Dingle project and the Dingle Hub.
We had a guy called Lawrence O'Reilly from the SCAI, and Lawrence explained about sustainable energy communities and how you would go about setting up one. And through a question at Lawrence, I said, would it be possible to set up a sustainable energy community of dairy farmers? He said, yeah, we probably would. So off I went. I was on the advisory board of Kerry Agri. So off I went and I set up a steering committee and got involved with 120 dairy farmers. Did an energy master plan through the SCAI, got funding from Kerry Agri, Dove and the ESB. And we have a roadmap now, so it's relevant to the whole dairy industry in the country, so we can see what's the best thing to do to reduce your carbon footprint on the farm.
And while Dinny's been inspiring businesses to become more sustainable and save money, other pubs and restaurants in the area have also been getting involved in all sorts of ways. Rose Spillane of Spillane's Bar and Restaurant was also a member of the ESB Network's Dingle project.
So we are based in the Maharees and it's on the north side of the Dingle Peninsula. We drive over the mountain, over the Connor Pass, which is the highest mountain pass in Ireland, and then you'd be looking down at the Maharees, and it's beautiful, but it's right out, sticking out into the Atlantic Ocean.
Rose has had her pub completely refitted, new heating systems, solar panels, an electric van, and dozens of other changes to make her business as sustainable as possible. Running hospitality business right now, anywhere in Ireland, it's not easy. But Rose is practical and keen to control what she can.
There are so many costs. It is really tough, but some things you can't control. You can't control the cost of wages, you can't control the VAT, you can't control what the government does with this, that and the other thing. But at least with energy you can say, right, it's something I can control, it's something I can do something about. And then with the whole sustainability thing, it is good for business as well. It's good for your customers. You know, you can advertise it basically. You can put on we've got a green energy page on our website, you know, saying what we're doing. So it kind of brings customers in because they know you're trying to do something.
So if you're in Dingle anytime soon, Look out for the solar panels, the electric buses, the Dingle hub, and so many other initiatives around the town. Crack agus ceol freshen. And if you're watching this and thinking about how you could make your community more sustainable, whether rural or urban, isolated peninsula or busy city suburb, maybe this is the inspiration you need. To find out more about all these projects, you can listen to our accompanying podcast series, Re-Energize, where Deirdre, Dinny and Rose tell us lots more about what they've been working on.